9. The taming power of the small. Sun above the gentle wind, below chin the creative heaven. This hexagram means the force of the small, the power of the shadowy, that restrains, tames, impedes. A weak line in the 4th place, that of the minister, holds the 5 strong lines in check. In the image, it is the wind blowing across the sky. The winds restrain the clouds, the rising breath of the creative, and makes them grow dense, but as yet is not strong enough to turn them to rain. The hexagram presents a configuration of circumstances in which a strong element is temporarily held in leash by a weak element, a assembler outside trying to hold me. It is only through gentleness that this can have a successful outcome. The judgment. The taming power of the small has success. Dense clouds, no rain from our western region. This image refers to the state of affairs in China at the time when King Wen, who came originally from the west, was in the east, or was at the east at the court of the reigning tyrant Chu Xin. The moment for action on a large scale had not yet arrived. King Wen could only keep the tyrant somewhat in check by friendly persuasion, hence the image of many clouds, promising moisture and blessing to the land, although as yet no rain falls. The situation is not unfavourable. There is a prospect of ultimate success, but there are still obstacles in the way, and we can merely take preparatory measures. A little bit on the teeth. Only through the small means of friendly persuasion can we exert any influence. The time has not yet come for sweeping measures. However, we may be able to a limited extent to act as a restraining and subduing influence. To carry out our purpose, we need firm determination within and gentleness and adaptability in external relations. The image, the wind, drives across heaven. The image of the taming power of the small. Thus the superior man refines the outward aspect of his nature. In other words, a shave, a haircut, cut my nails, etc. The wind can, and play my guitar. The wind can indeed drive the clouds together in the sky, yet being nothing but air without solid body, it does not produce great or lasting effects. So also an individual, in times when he can produce no great effect in the outer world, can do nothing except refine the expression of his nature in small ways. The line, 9 at the beginning, means return to the way. How could there be blame in this? Good fortune. It lies in the nature of a strong man to press forward. In so doing, he encounters obstructions. Therefore, he returns to the way suited to his situation, where he is free to advance or to retreat. In the nature of things, this will bring good fortune, for it is wise and reasonable not to try to obtain anything by force, as they will learn, their paymasters. 9 in the 2nd place means he allows himself to be drawn into returning good fortune. One would like to press forward, but before going farther, one sees the example of others like oneself, that this way is blocked. In such case, if the effort to push forward is not in harmony with the time, a reasonable and resolute man will not expose himself to a personal rebuff, but will retreat with others of like mind. This brings good fortune, because he does not needlessly jeopardize himself. 9 in the 3rd place means the spokes burst out of the wagon wheels. Man and wife roll their eyes. Here an attempt is made to press forward forcibly in the consciousness that the obstructing power is slight. But since under the circumstances, power actually lies with the weak, this sudden offensive is doomed to failure. External relations hinder the advance, just as loss of the wheel spokes stop the progress of a wagon. We do not yet heed this hint from fate, hence there are annoying arguments like those of a married couple. Naturally, this is not a favourable state of affairs, or state of things. For though the situation may enable the weaker side to hold its ground, the difficulties are too numerous to permit of a happy result. In consequence, even the strong man cannot so use his power as to exert the right influence on those around him. For me, he experiences a rebuff where he expected an easy victory, and he thus compromises his dignity. I know about that. 6 in the 4th place means, if you are sincere, blood vanishes and fear gives way. No blame. If one is in the difficult and responsible position of counsellor to a powerful man, one should restrain him in such a way that right may prevail. Therein lies a danger so great that the threat of actual bloodshed may arise. Nonetheless, the power of disinterested truth is greater than all these obstacles. Disinterested truth. It carries such weight that the end is achieved and all danger of bloodshed and all fear disappear. 9 in the 5th place means if you are sincere and loyally attached, you are rich in your neighbour. Loyalty leads to firm ties because it means that each partner complements the other. In the weaker person, loyalty consists in devotion, and the stronger it consists in trustworthiness. This relation of mutual enforcement or reinforcement leads to a true wealth that is all the more apparent because it is not selfishly hoarded but is shared with friends. Pleasure shared is pleasure double. 9 at the top means the rain comes, there is rest. This is due to the lasting effect of character. Perseverance brings the woman into danger. The moon is nearly full. If the superior man persists, misfortune comes. Success is at hand. The wind has driven up the rain. A fixed standpoint has been reached. This has come about through the culmination of small effects produced by reverence for a superior character. But a success thus secured bit by bit calls for great caution. It would be a dangerous illusion for anyone to think he could presume upon it. The female principle, the weak element that has won the victory, should never persist in vaunting it. That would lead to danger. The dark power in the moon is strongest when the moon is full. When it is full and directly opposite the sun, its waning is inevitable. Under such circumstances, one must be content with what has been achieved. To advance any further before the appropriate time has come would lead to misfortune. So saith the Ye King, the Book of Changes. And how'd you like my Brazilian colours?